Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, PlayStation has a little bit of a big problem going on, and it may or may have to do with Joel coming back. Now, if you guys don't know anything about The Last of Us out here, you guys are probably going to go and get that joke here in a second as we kind of go and dive into this really big issue that now is personally affecting PlayStation and Sony themselves. Now, there's been a really big ongoing saga that if you guys are active viewers of my channel, have a chance to see some of these throughout like the past few weeks, maybe about a week ago or so, we made a video on this, and as well throughout the past few years, every now and then we'll touch on this, where the PlayStation stores are just shoved full with AI bloatware and problems and a lot of games that are basically just there to go and either soak up wish lists, basically sell money, and so maybe even try to go have people that are just buying and spending PlayStation cards, or just basically getting tomfoodled into buying a really mediocre, kind of bad game. But right now it seems like PlayStation themselves are now finally getting affected by this with AI, with the AI integrations and how they're running the stores. And we're going to talk about the fact that we're seeing this now and it's just getting worse and worse. Now, I do think this is something worth talking about, because obviously it may not necessarily affect all of us, because some of us do have the, just don't care, or they just kind of know how to work through the internet. Like, let's go and say you're someone like me, for a metaphor. I've been around the internet for a while. I've had to go through stuff before, like before even YouTube existed, which kind of dates me a little bit. But at the end of the day, I kind of understand what things are scams, what things are fake, and all of that. But as everyone's got a little bit older, some of the kids have gotten a little bit on the younger side, because sometimes, you're 8, 10, 12 years old, and you don't necessarily know what's a scam, what's fake, what's trying to go take money from you. And that's why everyone out there needs to go play RuneScape at once in their life and have their armor stolen from them to be fake trimmed, and then maybe the world will be a little bit of a better place when it comes to online safety. So a little bit of a yap right there. We're going to talk about the fact that right now, PlayStation themselves are getting affected, and kind of painfully so, on fake AI, spamware, shovelware that no one really wants at the end of the day. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for our PS5 Pro giveaway, which is ending very soon, as well as also get your bonus giveaway entries. We've actually been streaming on the second YouTube account, so if you guys want to go check that out, that is linked down below. Please go and subscribe. It also enters you on into the PS5 Pro giveaway, so make sure you guys do that. All the Twitter lists, Twitch, all that stuff, and all the affiliate links down below, and let's go and dive on into it. So if you guys have kind of missed some of this news we've had a chance to see so far, well, we've been seeing this for a while. We touched on this maybe about a week ago or so, but there's a term called shovelware, which is basically just like AI, fake games, lazy games. And we kind of touched about this a little bit ago, really quick recap, that some of these games are just garbage. They take an hour to make. Companies are spamming the stores, spamming the wish list, gaming the system, paying people, I believe, to go and basically use mobile devices to go and favorite other various basically games and wish list them to boost the system. Just a lot of really mediocre stuff going on in the stores themselves. Sony has tried to clamp this stuff on down. We have been trying to remove this stuff off the stores, the most recently released, top wish list, etc. But as of right this second, there is still a massive problem with it, and that's what sucks, because if anyone's trying to find new games, new PS5 games, also especially trophy hunters, all these big this big niche of people are kind of getting screwed over, because the idea behind this just sucks. Basically PlayStation's allowing all these mediocre games to go and happen. We touched on this a little bit ago. We touched about the problems, and even a few months ago, people are still complaining about it. Why is the PlayStation Store filled with fake AI games? How is Sony even allowing this? And sorry about the webcam over there. But basically saying, I thought I was going crazy at first, and that there's so many fake games on here. And we touched on this about a week ago or so in a prior video, where you go to the store, you look through the collections, like games to wish list, and these are all AI games. The gameplay sucks. It's the most bare bone things. It's someone launching Unreal Engine or any type of game. You can basically go and copy paste and throw things on there and just have the most bare bones game. I said this before in that prior game. Imagine a crazy taxi, but without you having to go pick up people and go to specific areas in the game. You're just unironically driving the taxi. There is nothing else to it. There's no money, there's no failure, there's nothing. You just are in a taxi driving around. That's pretty much what a lot of these random games are, and they're kind of filled with these wish list issues. But the big issue of why this sucks is because right this second, PlayStation is getting copied themselves. And this is where now, if you guys are kind of in tune or in sync with me, hopefully a lot of my YouTube audience is, because I've actually, quick insert, a lot of people have been watching my YouTube channel. You guys are dope. Like, I feel like I don't say that enough, and I feel like it'd be just cheesy to make a video on it. But like, a lot of people, when I go through my comment section, people who like the videos, who are consistently watching and notifications, whatever it might be, dude, you guys are awesome. Like, I just want to always give you guys a big thank you. I always support my Twitch stream when people watch my Twitch stream, although also on the chaotic side, good people. But a lot of people I see on Twitter, I see people that are nice to me. I don't know, you guys are just dope. I really do appreciate you guys always watching. As a little side note, thank you guys so much. Like, truly, thank you. As you guys know, we're gonna be taking a little bit of a break when the new year happens, and I just appreciate the fact you guys even watch my content. Thank you guys all so much. And better stuff is in the works too. Don't worry, I want to step up my YouTube game. But one thing that YouTube isn't stepping up is that here's Joel. Literally, Joel. Bro, AI is getting nuts. So if you guys don't know, obviously Joel's a very popular character from The Last of Us 1 and 2, and just generally just a pretty well-beloved PlayStation character. And as of right this second, the AI that we kind of explained at the start of this video, that's plaguing the AI stores, the wish list, like these random shovelware companies that are giving the most bare bones, mediocre, disgraceful games that if you're actually like a game dev, like say you're the guy who made Stardew Valley or making like Fall Guys, all these fun little games out there, and you're the guy that's like putting your heart and soul and making this game that you just hope works out just to sometimes maybe get a payday. You never know. Like, I know a lot of game devs out there from being YouTube and Twitch. Like, people work hard. Like, people put a lot of their heart and soul and quit their jobs to hopefully make in the gaming sphere, or even sometimes work with companies like PlayStation, Xbox, Ubisoft, whatever. And for this is gross. It's quite literally using AI imaging to go and steal Joel himself. Like, this is just a carbon copy of Joel. Like, I mean, no matter what you guys want to say to it, this is quite, I mean, it's just generic mountain man with beard, sure, duh. But like, if you look at this stuff, and if I put this in the thumbnail, which I almost want to, some people will probably unironically think this is literally Joel. Like, this is meant to be a Last of Us like thumbnail, whatever it might be. You're in the woodlands, you're by a random house, you have like, a weapon. Like, people would unironically assume that this is Joel. But funny enough, this game is actually called Forest Ranger Life Simulator. This is crazy. This is literally crazy. So now, not only do we have all these random games over here like Doctor Simulator, and there's a bajillion different similar games out there. This is usually probably the best way to go and show, like Aquatic Expedition. This would literally probably just be a game where you just float around like a random pre-made map, and that's the most bare bones game known to man. A lot of these simulator games are the games that are coming out here that are getting popular. But once again, this game is probably looking like the most shovelware game I've ever seen. PlayStation themselves are allowing really mediocre, bare bones companies to go and utilize AI to essentially copy and paste actual proper PlayStation characters to then go and sell to their same audience of people some of the most mediocre garbage, not even a video game my mother would even want to play because it's just that boring. She'd probably play for 10 minutes and get bored and be like, oh, what else? What am I supposed to do next? Because they are just that garbage. And let alone, this is ruining stuff for like trophy hunters and people who make these very mediocre games where it's just go and walk forward, play the game for 10 minutes so you can't refund it, whatever it might be, to go get that little bit of trophies, get a little bit of that stuff onto your system. But as well, they're just like, it's horrible. So like, once again, PlayStation themselves are now getting all their stuff stolen. So those of you who have been unlucky enough to browse the PS Store lately, as I kind of preemptively covered, you will know it's infested with AI art, knockoffs, and shovelware. However, the lack of curation is emboldening devs, as evidenced by the upcoming Forest Ranger Life Simulator. As you can see from the key art, it features a character who resembles Joel from The Last of Us, complete with the rugged beard and the rustic, also checkered shirt, with also the same kind of color dynamics, worn clothes, etc. Like, this definitely looks more like a zombie apocalypse rather than just a random local guy walking through the random park rangers. Like, I played Firewatch, I would know. And this is where it gets crazy, because PlayStation is literally allowing this to be sold. If I was PlayStation, I'd probably go and step on up and just remove this day one and not allow this. Number one, to protect my IP and copyright, but number two, that this is just an absolute probably mediocre garbage game that someone put in a random like Unreal Engine 5, put a bunch of trees that they didn't even make, probably just copy pasted from the asset makers from Unreal Engine, and maybe a random weird house that also probably was pre-made, because you can literally go and just download things that other people have made and then just make a big random procedurally generated map, spend a day on it, and then try to to go sell it for $2 and hope that someone out there, $2, $5, $10, whatever it might be, is stupid enough to go buy it. After they also go and scam everyone and mass wish list it with their cronies on Discord or whatever it might be, you get 100 people to wish list it instantly, then it shows up on the very, very tippy top over here for games to wish list, where it ends up in the same exact AI blob. And they also probably got the even this entire art over here from copy pasting pictures from PlayStation themselves, getting Joel on there and utilizing AI to go put that as their cover picture and then submit it all on the PlayStation platform. This is really becoming a big issue over here, and I hope that PlayStation does take action, because this does seem unacceptable. And if I was PlayStation, I would not be allowing this in any capacity. So I want to hear your thoughts and comments on this down below, because I don't think I want to be playing Forest Ranger Life Simulator, and I don't think you guys would as well. So give me your thoughts and comments. Subscribe if you guys are new for the PS5 Pro giveaway or second YouTube account for all the streams and bonus videos. We have the Twitters and Twitch down below and all the affiliate links too. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here. First place.